Again, this is Vinyasa Flow, little 15-20 minute ditty. So let's go ahead and get started on our backs today, Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the soles of your feet come together and allow the knees to fall open. And then you get to decide here if what you need is more grounding or more opening. If you're going for grounding today, placing a hand on the heart, one on the belly. For some opening, finding your way into those trusty cactus arms. And starting to bring your awareness to your breath. Maybe in this moment, tapping into some additional gratitude for that ability to take deep, healthy belly breaths. And a nice full exhale. Breathing in and out. Start to release the fingertips out wall to wall, so like a big T. Take a nice big breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, give yourself a hug. Be mindful of which arm is finding its way on top. Squeeze when you get there. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug it in. Opposite arm comes on top. Keep going using the breath. Inhale. And squeeze it in. Big hug, switching the arms. Inhale. Exhale. A few more of these, really squeezing tight, feeling the shoulder blades coming apart with each of those squeezes. And some opening through the chest, through the collarbones as you open wide. One more in each direction. And then when you're ready, reach the hands down towards the knees, let them close like a book and hug them up and into the chest. Taking that little rock and roll on the low back, side to side, tapping into any physical sensations in the body. You might find yourself sitting a little bit more as we are kind of stuck in our homes, but know that nature is still there for you. Feel free to hop out and take a little walk or even do this practice outside with a couple layers on. Allow the right knee to stay where it is. Extend the left leg long on the mat. And then sweep your right hand out to the right. We'll come into our first twist. Right knee crosses the body. Being mindful of your right shoulder blade. It might try and creep up off the mat, so see if you can ground it back down. And a few nice deep rounds of breath. One more here. Slowly unwind back to center, a little hug in of the right knee, and then we'll switch. Left knee hugs in, right leg lengthens. And then sweep the left hand out to the side. Hello, beautifuls. And we'll come into that twist, second side. Again, being mindful of the left shoulder blade as it tries to creep up off the mat. Grounding it back down as best you can. And then we breathe. One more. And rolling back through center, both knees hug in. And then we will take some of those playful rocks. I know you guys love these, so start to build up some momentum. Tap the toes, roll all the way back. Tap the toes, roll all the way back. Take as many as you want. We'll meet eventually in our tabletop, hands and knees, no rush to get there. Yeah. So finding your way into your tabletop, spreading the fingers nice and wide like you're palming two basketballs, knees below the hips. On an inhale, let your belly dip down, pull your heart forward. And as you exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Inhale, forward, cow. Exhale, you round, keep going. And pausing in center, bring the big toes together, knees wide, sink the hips back, child's pose. Let the third eye and your forehead come all the way down to the mat. Stretch the fingertips forward, press down, and shift the hips back. Walk the hands all the way over to the right side of your mat, stretching through the whole left side of the body. So feel that length coming from your left hip all the way up the ribs, through the shoulder, the elbow, out the tip of your middle finger. Take a breath in. And go ahead, empty out. Inhale back to center. And exhale, hands to the left. Breathing now into the whole right side of the body, feeling that opening again from the hip, up the ribs, to the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, all the way out the tip of your middle finger. Take a breath in. And exhale. Inhale to center. Hands and knees. So in any way, shape, or form that's best in your body, we're gonna find our way into a downward facing dog. So an upside down V-ish shape. There we go. And start to pedal the feet out a few times. Right, kind of glide back and forward from your high plank. You really want, again, the wrist to land underneath the shoulders, and the heels will stack over the toes, over the balls of the feet. And then we'll start to take a nice walk all the way up towards the hands. Take your time here, really stretching out the backs of the legs. Again, if you're seated a lot, your legs need some serious love now. Shake the head out, yes and no, with the fingertips remaining on the floor. On an inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Your hands can come to shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. One more time, flat back. And fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward into the fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, pause. Hugging up through the low belly. Take another breath in together. Exhale, rock forward, lower all the way down. Untucking the toes, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do a few more back bends, opening the heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Ground down through the tops of the feet, get lighter on the palms. Inhale to lift, hug the elbow points together. Exhale, bring it down. Toes tuck, hips lift. Downward facing dog. Few nice deep breaths. Bending at the knees. Taking any little wiggles and movements your body needs. On an inhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. So this might be that point in time where you grab a couple blocks to place underneath the fingertips. Gently drop the left knee down, untucking the toes and sweep the arms up on an inhale, Anjaneyasana. And maybe interlace the fingers, let the hands come to the back of the head. Let the pelvis sink forward as the chest and heart peel up and back. Take another breath in. And a full exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck your left toes, shift the hips back, runner's stretch, Ardha Hanumanasana. So your right heel now is pressing down into the mat. Press it down and almost drag it back. Keeping some length through the spine. Option here to surrender over the right knee for a few breaths, letting things round a little bit. Gently glide back forward, low lunge. Left foot steps up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to fold. Left foot stays where it is, right foot steps back. Low lunge, second side. So coming in from a different way. Then the right knee will come down, toes untuck. And then sweep it up, Anjaneyasana. Like something different here. Cactus arms is useful. Hands at heart center. And let the pelvis slowly drip forward, peeling the heart back. One more breath. Fingertips down, right toes tuck under, and shift the hips back into your runner's stretch, Ardha Hanumanasana. Same options here, so lifting through the chest, surrendering down, letting things round. Taking what you need in this moment, and then gliding forward, low lunge. And right foot steps up to meet the left, and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Press down, rise all the way up, inhale. Exhale, chair pose, hips back and down. Maybe hands come to heart center for this one. So we pull our knees back with the hips. So if you dip down and your knees jut forward, see if you can pull them back. Even if you don't go down as much, hug the low belly in. For me, I have tons of sway back, so this is challenging for sure. Get a little bit lower. If your hands aren't already at heart center, bring them there. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Twist. Breathe. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left over to right. Take your twist. And breathe. Inhale, center. Drop it another inch. One more breath, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Step your left foot back. Let's open up warrior two. Yeah, then taking a moment to assess, knee stacks over the ankle. And then your left foot is going to be roughly parallel to the back edge of the mat, and then drop in. If your shoulders are coming up here, bring them down. Flip the front palm, inhale, peaceful. Side angle pose. So many options here. You can also bring the right fingertips down to the inside or the outside of that right foot. Take one more full breath. Release the left hand down. Walk yourself around, wide leg fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Shake the head a few times. Walk the hands behind you, pulling yourself tighter into this fold. And if you prefer a little wide leg down dog, the hands can extend forward. Then walk the hands back. Hands come up to the hips. And slowly we rise. Left toes spin, warrior two, second side. So find that engagement through the feet. I know I say this in class all the time. So imagine you have like a giant walnut between your legs and you want to crack it open. So hug them in, pulling all that energy up through your pelvis, through the low belly. Flipping the front palm, inhale, reach back, peaceful. Side angle pose. Notice the breath. Notice the sensations. Take another inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand down, walk yourself around, wide leg fold. A few breaths here, maybe linking the fingertips around the feet or around the toes, maybe around the backs of the ankles. Walk the hands back underneath the face. And start to heel toe the feet in a bit. We're going to come into our malasana. So start to bend at the knees as the feet turn out towards the front corners of the room. Hands will come to heart center. And then press the palms into each other. Use the triceps against your legs to create a little resistance here. And it might feel good to kind of rock Left and right, small little movements. Three more full deep breaths. Inhale all the way. Open the mouth, sigh. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath on your own. And when you're ready, sweeping the arms up. Release the fingertips down. Slowly press the hips up and back. On an inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale to fold. Again, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. One at a time, I'm gonna drop down onto my knees. And we'll set up, threading the needle. So when you're ready, sweep the left arm up, opening through the chest. And then weave the left arm all the way underneath and across the body. Holding this posture for as long as you'd like. For the sake of the video, I'll keep going. We'll take the second side, right hand extends. And exhale, thread your needle. Option here to bring the back of your left hand to your low back. Maybe looping all the way around to your hip. Another option is to step back with the left toes. Right, you can do so many things with these twists. And maybe using this home practice to get a little creative, trying something new, falling out, and go ahead, come on back. Crossing the ankles behind you, we're gonna come all the way onto our backs for a moment. And then hugging the knees into the chest. We'll set up little baby back bend here. So we're gonna just do 10 breaths, lifting and lowering the hips. Don't let the tush come all the way down in between. So when you're ready, pressing down into the backs of the arms and into the feet, inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower to a hover. Keep going using the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Keep going. Pausing anywhere if you'd like to stay. And again, taking as many of these as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. And then finishing with the spine on the mat. Right ankle up and over your left knee, supine pigeon. Keeping the feet nice and flexed here. And notice what your sensations are in the body in this moment, in this pose. Can you soften the shoulders, softening the face? If your tailbone is rolling up towards your face, try and ground it back down. And then option here to press the left foot up towards the ceiling and hug in a little deeper. Bending the left knee, left foot comes down. Uncross the right, take a moment to windshield wiper side to side. And then we'll switch. Left ankle up and over the right knee. Reaching again for the back of the right thigh, supine pigeon. Holding for several rounds of breath, making sure you're kind of keeping things even from side to side. I've got to say that was like the first time ever I've taught something while also doing the entire thing. As you guys know, as my students, I don't teach that way. I don't do the class with you. So super challenging, but I hope you're following along. After you are finished with the second side, supine pigeon, let both feet come down to the mat. And then take a moment to drop your knees over to the right, gazing over your left shoulder. Hanging out there for a couple of breaths. Take another inhale, full exhale. And inhale the knees back up to center. Exhale, drop them over to the other side. Handful of breaths here. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest and then reach the arms between the thighs, grabbing a hold of the pinky toe sides of the feet, coming into happy baby. Taking this moment to neutralize through the hips, neutralize through the spine. Yeah. Noticing what's coming up for you. And releasing that. And tuning into, again, the sensations of the body, the breath. Allow everything to relax on your mat. Give yourself a shavasana. I won't guide you through anything formal, but taking a rest after you flow is certainly very useful for so many reasons. Feel free to replay this video as many times as you'd like. Add in anything you want, and I'll come at you soon with much love. Namaste.